All right, 10.2 notes. Some of the numbering on the examples is going to be a little messed up, but just ignore the example 1, example 4, or whatever, and just follow with the notes.
And last but not least, example 4, kind of already worked out for you. We're going to add one more step to it, though. In this graph, we have a center at 0, 1, and we have a point at 3, 1. Again, if they were not lined up horizontally and vertically, you'd use the distance formula. But in this example, we give it to you. 1, 2, 3. So you know the radius is 3 on this one. You're already given 0, 1 for the center. Now it says test this point. Remember, this is x, this is y. Go ahead and write that in your notes. Remind yourself that's x and y. And what we're going to do is we're just going to plug those into the equation. But instead of having x and y, we're going to plop in the -2 for x and the 3 for y. And we're going to see mathematically if it checks out. Because if you look at -2, 3, where is it? It's right there. That's -2, 3. And it looks like, well, you know what? That might be on the circle. Maybe the circle's just off a little bit when he drew it or whatever. So it looks pretty close. But does it actually go through? So when we plug it in, we get -2 minus 0, which is -2, squared is 4. And 3 minus 1, that's 2, squared is 4. 4 plus 4 does not equal 9. So no, even though it's really close, that point is not on the circle. So let's try one more. Let's try 0, 4, which again, actually technically, that looks like it's not on the circle because the circle is drawn a little bit underneath it, maybe. So is it or is it not? Let's try it. So let's plug in 0 for x minus our center 0 squared plus my y is 4 minus my y for my center squared equals 3 squared, which is 9. Well, 0 minus 0 is just 0, so we can write it or we can just leave it blank. Plus 4 minus 1, that's 3, equals 9. 9 equals 9, check. That means at this point, 0, 4 is on the circle. So it's kind of weird, you know. -2, positive 3 looked close and wasn't on the circle. 0, 4 looked close, but is on the circle. So remember, whenever you deal with graphics, it may not look, but your eyes can deceive you. So that's why we check it mathematically. And we are finished. And we're going to go back to Algebra 1. Yay! All right. So put the following in standard form. Now, just to point of reference and let you know this, a lot of materials refer to this that we're going to go to as general form, and a lot of things call this standard form of a circle. But we're going to refer to that as center radius form. Okay? So we get the center from here and here, we get the radius from here. So we're referring to it as center radius form. All right. So just so you know, in case you ever see other variations of it, basically we're going to multiply this out and expand it. Now, there's 2 ways to go about this. If you remember the shortcut, which is what I'm going to do, that's great. If you don't, then you're going to have to come off to the side and FOIL x minus 4 and x minus 4. Okay? So I'm going to show you how to distribute or FOIL. Remember, first times first, outer, inner, and last. Okay? So you do the first times the first, and you get x squared. And then you do the outer, and you get -4x. Yes, it's a 4. And then you do the inner, and you get -4x again. Notice what happens there. It's something special. And then you do the last, and that's plus 16. And then you have to go one more step. X squared minus 8x plus 16. That's the long way about it. Okay, that's the long road. Nothing wrong with it, but it's the longer way of doing it. You should be able, at this point, be able to do the shortcut. And the shortcut is very simple. So I'm going to go over here and do the shortcut. You already know what the answer is going to be. I'm going to square the first term, x squared. Now, I'm going to multiply these two and then double it. So -4 times x is -4x. In my head, I'm just going to double it. -4 something by itself, a binomial times itself, the middle terms are both exactly the same. So you just mentally do that in your head. And then I just squared the last one, plus 16. Bam. Now the second one I'm just going to do a shortcut on. If you need to FOIL it, go ahead. Stop the video and FOIL it. But I'm just going to do the shortcut. So I square the first. I'm going to multiply 3 times y, which is 3y. Double it. That's 6y. And then I square the last, and I get 9. And I get 9 right there. Okay? Now, all I'm going to do to put it in standard form is I'm going to go in alphabetical order and powers first. So x squared, xy. Numbers. So x squared is just x squared, and y squared is just y squared. Yes, that's a 2. Then I'm going to put the negative 8x. I'm going to put the plus 6y. And now I have to look at my numbers. 16 plus 9. All right, that's 25. And the only thing I need to do is get rid of this 9. It needs to be equal to 0. And I'm done. X squared plus y squared minus 8x plus 6y. 25 minus 9 is 16 equals 0. Now, if you wanted to look ahead, and see that these two would cancel and then it's just going to leave you the 16, some of you might have seen that. That's fine. But remember, when you subtract the 9, you don't subtract the 9 here and here. So don't get into that. I see it happen a lot. You're not doing that. It's just those two 9s would cancel. Or if mentally in your head you want to do 16 plus 9 is 25 and subtract 9 back to 16, you don't have to take this extra step if you don't want to. You can handle it in your head. Otherwise, we're done. Okay? That is standard form, which, like I said, some places refer to as general form. Okay? But it goes back to standard form because when we talk about regular linear equation, if you remember, standard form was ax plus by equals c. Similar idea. So if something was in this form, how would we go back? Okay? To center radius form. Well, we do that by squaring. Nope, not squaring. That's the second word. Completing the square. Actually, it's the third word. Complete the square. Now, on the next page, we're going to learn how to do that. So, we're going to take this standard form and put it into center radius form. So let's go through these steps first. First, we're going to move the constants to the other side. Then we're going to get the x's and y's together, but leave a space between them. Then we're going to complete the square for each part. Half the middle term squared, be sure to add to the other side. And then put it in full factor form, simplify, and then check it. So we're going to go through this step by step. Okay? Now, if you want to write in between here, you can. I'm going to write below and just refer to the steps. Okay? So step 1. We're going to move, like it says, to the other side. We're going to have x squared plus y squared minus 6x plus 10y equals negative 25. So step 1, just move the number to the other side. That's all you do. Okay? Step 2, it says group the x's together and leave a space. And group the y's together and leave a space. Okay? So x squared minus 6x, something. Y squared 10y, something. Leave a space there. Now step 3. We're going to complete the square. Now there's a little trick to this. Do you remember from algebra? But we're going to end up with this. Okay? So here's what you do. You write the x, you write the y. Now we're going to take half the middle term. Well, half of negative 6 is negative 3. Half of 10 is, positive 10 is, positive 5. Now, we're going to square and put that number up here. So negative 3 squared is positive 9. And 5 squared is positive 25. All right? Now, we just added 9 and 25 to the left side. We need to add 25 and 9 to this side. Whatever we do to one side, we must do to the other. Well, you can see what's going to happen with 25. It's going to cancel. 25 minus 25 is 0. That's just going to leave us 9. And look what we've got. We have center radius form. So my center is negative 3. Sorry, 3. Ta-da! 3, negative 5. And my radius is 3. Square root of 9. Because remember, this right here is r squared. We take the square root of it to get our radius. Okay, another one, practice. So, step 1, we're going to move this negative 40 over. Now, some people like to go to step 2 right away. I'm going to do that one here, just in case you want to do that. You can go ahead and start writing x squared plus 8x space plus y squared minus 10y space equals 40. You can do kind of step 1 and 2 at the same time if you want. It's not a big deal. And now, I go to my quick and easy shortcut. Alright? So, I put my x here, I put my y here. Or plus in the middle. Now, I say, what's half of positive 8? That's positive 4. And then I square that and add 16 right here. And I'm going to add 16 right here. So I do to one side, do the other. And then right here, I say, what's half of negative 10? Well, that's negative 5. So I'm going to square that and put plus 25 right here. That was so ugly even in my terms. Plus 25 right here, which means I need to add 25 right there. And now no numbers are going to cancel, but if I add up 40 plus 16 plus 25, I get 81, which is a nice perfect square number. And I got everything in center radius form now. So what's my center? Opposite of 4, negative 4. Opposite of negative 5, positive 5. And my radius is the square root of 81, or just simply 9. Easy, breezy, beautiful cover. Alright, convert the following into standard form and then convert it back. Now it says then identify the center and radius. If you look at this, you can already identify the center and radius right now. You know the center is going to be opposite of 2 and opposite of negative 4. And square root of 16 is 4. You already know that. If you want to write it down now, you can. But we're going to come back to this form. So we're going to do the shortcut at the beginning. I'm going to square the first term. And if you want to hit pause the video and try to do it yourself, go ahead. After you square the first term, you multiply 2 times x, 2x. You double it, 4x. Bam. Then you square the last term. 2 times 2 is 4. Now we square the first term, y squared. We multiply negative 4 times y, well that's negative 4y. Double it, that's negative 8y. Square negative 4, you get 16. Equals 16. Now remember, the thing is, if you need to FOIL this off the side, there's nothing wrong with that. But you should practice the shortcut to get better at it. Or if you need to be certain, go ahead and FOIL off the side. Distribute it. That's okay. No big deal. Okay. Okay. Then we want want to move this over. Okay. We're going to move that over and reorder them. Okay. Okay, so I need this to be 0, right? So I get x squared plus 4x plus y squared minus 8y. Okay. And then 4 and 16 is going to cancel. Plus 4 equals 0. So 16 plus 4 is 20. If I subtract 15, I get 4, and then the right side is 0. I now have it in standard form. X squared, I'm sorry, don't have it in standard form. You have x squared plus y squared plus 4x minus 8y plus 4 equals 0. Okay. So you put your x squared and your y squared, then your x and your y, then your number, and 0. And now we're just going to go backwards. We're going to undo what we just did. We're going to go from here back to here. So again, you write x squared plus 4x and leave a space. Plus y squared minus 8y, leave a space. Okay. And remember, we need to move this over so it's negative 4. So that's why we head up, so it looks like y squared. All right, and then we just do the last step. We put x, half of 4 is 2. And then we square that. Put a 4 up here, and we put a 4 up here. And then we put a y here. Half of 8, negative 8 is negative 4. Be careful with the negatives. Keep the negatives. Square it. That's plus 16. That means we're going to add 16 right here. Well, the 4's cancel, leaving us a 16 right here. And does that look like what we started with? Yes, it does. And if we ask what the center is, it's negative 2 and 4. And the radius is the square root of 16, which is 4, so we have that all up here. So check that. That's it.